Thank you so much for inviting me to say a few words today. I'm just really sorry that I can't be with you in person. I feel very strongly about equality, not only because of my own background, but also because it's essential for a strong and cohesive society. In recent years, I believe we've become a more inclusive, a more tolerant society. We've worked hard to level the playing field for those of different gender, sexuality, race or religion. And we've done this in two ways. First, through legislation, but secondly and more importantly by changing our culture. We still, of course, have a very long way to go, but at least we're on the right path. The Disability Discrimination Act has given us a strong legislative framework, but we still have a long way to go in terms of changing the culture before we can claim a level playing field for those with a disability. The Commission for Disabled Staff in Lifelong Learning is one way of moving that culture change forward. In a way, the birth of this commission, out of a similar commission looking at issues of race, illustrates my point. It took NIACE to draw the sector's attention to the discrimination faced by people with a disability before we decided to properly address it. One of the problems we face in addressing issues of disability is the fact that the data has been so weak. We have little concrete evidence of the number of people working in education with a disability, the nature of their disability, or the issues that they face. There is much that we can take from anecdotal evidence, but the hard facts that this report will reveal will be of enormous help in tackling the problem. Work for those in lifelong learning should be a place of personal fulfillment, of inspiring people to learn and grow, of instilling their knowledge and skills in others. But when people are bullied or harassed at work, when they're made to feel like second-class citizens or not supported in the way that they should be, then that becomes impossible. People can disappear into themselves and will often disappear from their professions. If we are to succeed as a nation, then we need to make the most of all our talents. We cannot afford to lose our disabled staff and the expertise and talent they bring to their work. We cannot afford to lose those who will inspire others with disabilities to grasp the nettle of learning and personal development, to make the most of their own lives. The mission of my department is to give people, companies and providers the help and support they need so we can lift our country to create a country recognised the world over as a place that invests in and believes in its people, to enable people to work their way out of poverty, to unleash their potential and to create the lives they want to live for themselves and for their families. And if that means anyone, it must mean everyone. I'd like to thank the Commission for the work that they've done so far to produce this interim report. It's especially timely as Lifelong Learning UK is currently looking at the further education workforce strategy, setting out what we will need to do to deliver our skills ambition for 2020. A key component of which is addressing all issues of equality and diversity. I encourage all of you to comment and engage with the interim report before publication of the final version in December. We will then consider its findings and look at how the sector can improve its performance on workforce disability issues, and do this as part of improving its performance on workforce equality and diversity in general. The skills agenda is not just about social justice. Improving the skills base of the country is a hard-headed economic necessity, as is ensuring equality and diversity, not just within the education sector, but in all sectors of our economy. If we leave some behind, exclude them from the incredible opportunities this young century will bring, simply because of the colour of their skin, the year they were born, or because of the physical or mental disability, if we do this, we will miss out on their imagination and creativity. We will lose the new products or services that they may think up, the jobs they may create, the lives they will touch. England, competing against the world, simply can't afford to leave anyone out. Thank you very much.